The crash was spectacular. A violet streak tore through the quiet night sky above rural Idaho, spiraling like a comet gone mad. It lit up the pine trees, scattering birds and waking every dog within a 5-mile radius. Most folks thought it was a meteor, but it wasn't. The vessel slammed into the ground with a muffled boom, embedding itself into a ravine near an abandoned logging road. The ship, if one could still call it that, was no larger than a cargo van, its smooth silver frame twisted and scorched. From the smoldering wreckage crawled a being, humanoid in shape but too tall, too fluid in movement, with skin like polished graphite and glowing silver veins that pulsed weakly with each step. Her name in her tongue was Erin. She stumbled to a boulder and collapsed against it, her legs barely responding. The atmosphere was dense with nitrogen, passable but taxing. Her body had taken damage. Internal conversion systems offline, caloric stores depleted. Even her emergency power cores were failing. She'd managed to escape the Carthian blockade only by overloading her ship's hypernode drive, flinging herself into deep space, and unknowingly toward a blue world teeming with carbon-based primitives. She activated a distress beacon. Or rather, she tried to. The interface flickered and died. Zaira clenched her jaw. Her kind, the Nistari, did not panic. Panic was for the Carthians, the simpering jellyworms that clung to bureaucracy and conquest. No, Zaira would survive. She would adapt. That's when she smelled it. Organic energy. Biomass. Signature. Human. Jace Walker was out for his usual late-night jog, headphones in. Hoodie zipped tight against the mountain air. Living off-grid had its perks. No traffic, no nosy neighbors, and miles of trail. The downside. No one to talk to ever. As he rounded a bend, his smartwatch blipped. Elevated radiation. He stopped and frowned, tugging off the watch. The air did smell weird. Like hot metal and ozone. Then he heard the whisper. Not in his ears, in his head. Do not run. I require assistance. You are sufficient. Jace whirled around, heart pounding. A figure emerged from the trees. No, glided. It moved with eerie grace, like it weighed nothing. Its body shimmered faintly, lit from within, and it was staring straight at him. Holy crap, he whispered. You're an alien. Zaira tilted her head. Her voice was telepathic, crackling with effort. I am Nistari. My vessel is compromised. You radiate compatible bioelectric fields. Thanks. Jace backed away. Look, I don't know what you're selling, but your body can be converted into viable energy. I do not wish to consume you. Merely interface. Wait, what now? Zaira took a cautious step forward, but her legs gave out. She collapsed with a pained groan. Jace hesitated, then against all better judgment, rushed over and crouched beside her. Hey, you okay? He asked, trying not to stare at the glowing lines on her neck. You're burning up. Zaira gripped his arm weakly. Her skin was hot but not burning. Your contact stabilizes my phase integrity. Sustained proximity. May recharge my systems. You mean like a hug, he blinked. You literally need body heat. Among other emissions. I must calibrate to your biofrequency. Jace didn't fully get it, but he wasn't heartless. Okay, he muttered. We'll do this your way. Come on, alien lady. He lifted her, surprisingly light, and carried her the quarter-mile back to his off-grid cabin. The night air buzzed with tension, and he kept expecting black helicopters or glowing-eyed men in black to come screaming down from the sky. But no one came. Inside the cabin, Zaira lay curled on a wool blanket by the fireplace. Jace had tossed extra logs in and wrapped her in 3 layers. She was still shivering, though she insisted it wasn't from cold. "It's your electromagnetic resonance," she explained telepathically. "Your body generates a field uniquely compatible with my neural matrix. You are unusually efficient." Jace sat down beside her, arms folded. "So I'm like a living battery." "Not battery," she corrected. "Catalyst." She reached out and touched his chest, right over his heart. Warmth surged between them. Her veins glowed brighter. The sensation was oddly soothing. Zaira exhaled, a soft trill that could have been a sigh. Sustain contact. "I must complete the bio-binding." Jace blinked. "Wait, bio what now?" Before he could react, she pulled him gently down until their foreheads touched. A flood of images burst into his mind. Starships, battles, alien worlds, her memories. Not in words or pictures but feelings. Loneliness, duty, pain. A lifetime lived in the silence of deep space, cut off from her kin, pursued by genocidal machines. When the contact ended, he gasped and nearly collapsed. Zaira, meanwhile, stood tall, fully regenerated. Her eyes shimmered with strength. Her body had stabilized, healed. "You did it," he whispered, breathless. "You're okay." She nodded, her voice now audible and soft. "You saved me. You are more than compatible, Jace Walker. You are resonant. That is exceedingly rare." "Lucky me," he mumbled. He smiled barely. Over the next 2 days, they settled into a strange rhythm. Zaira helped with chores around the cabin, levitating logs, purifying water with her suit's nanofilters, while Jace showed her how to cook scrambled eggs and build a fire without psychokinetic waves. She never left his side for more than a few feet. Even when he slept, she lay close, claiming it was the only way to maintain bioharmonic integrity. He wasn't sure if that was science or just an excuse. Not that he minded. She was beautiful in an otherworldly way, tall and sleek, but with expressive eyes and a mind sharp as a blade. She asked endless questions about Earth, humans, music, and why he lived alone. "You had people," she said one night, sitting beside him under a canopy of stars. "You chose solitude. Why?" Jace stared at the fire. "My folks died in a car accident 3 years ago. I couldn't take the city after that. Too loud. Too many memories." She nodded, thoughtful. "I understand. The Nistari have no word for grief. But I felt it when we linked. It is heavy." "You get used to it," he lied. Zaira placed a hand over his. "Do not." On the 3rd day, the beacon finally triggered. A low hum filled the air, followed by a ripple in space above the clearing. A golden ship decloaked, sleek and majestic, shaped like a crescent moon. Zaira's eyes lit up. "My people," she whispered. She turned to Jace, expression unreadable. "They will retrieve me now. You are to be honored. You have saved a Nistari High Envoy. So, you're leaving?" "Yes." There was a long silence. Then she stepped closer and placed her palm against his chest once more. "But I do not wish to leave without giving something back." Before he could ask, she kissed him, not with lips but with minds. A cascade of warmth and clarity poured through him. His scars, both literal and emotional, softened. The weight he'd carried for years, loss, guilt, loneliness, melted away like snow in spring. When she pulled back, he felt lighter. "Oh, Zaira," he breathed. "Will I ever see you again?" She tilted her head, her smile radiant. "I am Nistari. We traverse galaxies in search of rare harmonies. I have found mine." She pressed a small crystal into his hand. Activate this when you are ready, not before. With a final glance, she stepped into the light and vanished aboard the ship. Months passed.